Hey guys, East Texas Wild Man. I want to talk today a little bit about my EDC. Now, I've shown you the pack in one of my earlier videos that I carry with me every day. But I want to show you now what I carry on my person, which accompanies the pack, or for some reason I can't get back to my pack, this is what I have. And I live out in the country, but I work, not always, but probably 80% of the time in a large, very large urban area. So that's one of the reasons I carry a pack, is so if anything ever happens and I have to get out of there and get home, I have my survival pack with me. But also on my body, or in my truck, sometimes I can't carry all this while I'm working. I'm a plumber, new construction plumber, so a lot of times I can't carry everything on my body. It gets in the way, I'm in the mud, whatever. So, but generally this is my carry. First, I do have a concealed handgun carry. I carry a Springfield Armory 45 in alien gear inside the waist carrier. That usually, if it's not on my body, I keep that in my pack. It's kind of hard to work sometimes with that on my side. Next I carry at all times is my cell phone. And like you saw in my previous thing, I have a way to recharge this in my pack. When I'm in my truck, this thing is on the charger. So when I'm out of my truck, this thing is always fully charged. Okay, so the next item I have, and always have on me, is a work knife. Actually, I carry two work knives. I love knives. So I carry a large work knife. This one happens to be a case, two-edged folder, two-bladed folder. I use this blade here is my work blade. This one here I keep razor sharp, never touch it for anything. So in emergency, that's always a good skinning blade. And this is always on my side, like this. Okay, another work knife I always carry is a small pocket knife. This always goes in my front pocket. It's just a small, I think what is this one? This is a charade, I believe. It's a charade, just a little pocket knife that I use every day, opening things, picking stuff out of faucets, whatever. I use it for everything. Next thing I carry in my pocket is a form of fire. It's usually either a miniature Bic, which is primarily what I carry because they're small, and then sometimes I'll carry my Zippo. Zippo I don't leave without making sure that the fuel's topped off on it, because this fuel in this thing will only last about 2 weeks. It evaporates out of those. Sometimes I will carry in my pocket my ferrocerium rod. This one I have a lanyard on it, so I can put it around my neck, or I can tie it to my belt or whatever like that. Because as everybody knows from watching Alone, these things get lost. And if they fall in the fire, they burn up. So I not always carry this, but sometimes I carry this with me. Okay, then I always have a flashlight with me. This is a little, what is this one? Is a Surefire streamlight. This is a little small streamlight. It takes the 1, 2, 3 batteries. It's a good little flashlight. Nothing huge. I mean, it's not going to blind everybody. I mean, it's bright enough to see what I'm doing, and it would accompany my pistol very well. It's small to carry in my hand while firing, and it's easy to carry. That's primarily what dictates my EDC, is what's easy to carry. And I can't have bulging pockets and stuff hanging off me everywhere. It just doesn't work with my job. So I have that flashlight. And then I always carry, on top of my work blades, I'll carry a defensive knife. And that's always on my right hip, my defensive knife is. And I'm not going to go into all the knife details, but I have three different sizes and thicknesses. And basically what I'm wearing, the type of clothing I'm wearing, dictates which knife I carry that day. You know, I got my big brute here, which I really love, but it's kind of big and on some clothing I wear. Got a smaller one, and then my smallest that I carry. These are defensive blades. I don't use them for work at all. They stay in my pocket, and if I'm pulling these out, it's because I'm worried about defending myself. And it's and if I did have to bug out, they would be a very useful knife, not only for defense, but because I don't use them for anything else, they all stay just wicked sharp. This little Kershaw leak I got the other day, this thing's just stupid sharp. I've cut myself twice with this thing. It just barely touched me. This thing is crazy. I mean, you could shave with this thing. So I carry a defensive knife on my right hand. Yeah, I'm a right-handed person, so my right hand is my strong hand. Now, on my left hand, when I'm carrying my sidearm, I always carry something for my weak hand, which would be my left hand. Because if somebody went for my gun and I was wrestling somebody to maintain my gun, then I'd want something to be able to grab with my left hand to be able to get some distance between an attacker and me. And for that I do two things. One, my favorite, and I carry this primarily, is just it's a charade defensive, what do you call it? Yeah, defensive pen or whatever. It writes great. I use it all the time to write with, and it's a heck of a weapon. I always carry this either in my shirt pocket or I'll carry it in my front pocket on the clip. And this gives me something to punch pressure points, whatever, to get somebody off of my gun if they're going for my gun. Which they should never do, but you never know. It's called being prepared. It's a Boy Scout thing, right? Okay, then the next thing I have is also for my weak hand, and I rarely carry this. I love it, but I rarely carry it. It's a Benchmade. It's the, what is it, Special Ops Combatives knife. It's a small, very small blade, not super sharp. It's got a little serrated side on it, but it's not double-edged. It's got a false edge on the back side. But this has got one purpose, and that's to stick. And this goes in on my weak side. Very easy to draw out. If I put it, I usually do a horizontal mount on my belt with it, and it's easy to grab with a finger and pull it out, and it's ready to go. So I have a weak side weapon. I have strong side weapon, including my pistol. If I don't have my pistol, I have my knives. I have my work knives, and fire, light, communications, and then I have my backpack. I always have my backpack. And it's never very far from me. If I send my work truck off to the supply house or the hardware store or whatever, my pack comes off the truck, stays with me on the job, never leaves me. So this is what I carry in my pockets. Alright guys, thanks for watching. This is East Texas Wild Man. Please subscribe, like, any comments you have, please send them my way. I hope you all enjoy the video. God bless.